In the world of football, legends don't just retire, they create a vacuum. The last time Real Madrid let an icon go, the transfer echoes shook both the Spanish capital and the global game. But what happens when the heartbeat of Madrid's midfield, Luka Modric, finally hands over the baton after 13 trophy-filled years? Today, the footballing universe is holding its breath, watching as Real Madrid face the most daunting question of the decade. Who could possibly replace the irreplaceable? And here's the kicker. Madrid aren't just eyeing anyone. Their radar has locked onto Liverpool's virtuoso, Alexis Allister. But is the Argentinian midfielder truly the missing piece? Or is this a $90 million gamble that could backfire spectacularly? Stick around, because what's unfolding behind the scenes is a clash of ambition, loyalty, and seismic economic forces that could reshape two of football's empires. Luka Modric's impending farewell has sent ripples through the Santiago Bernabeu, and for good reason. Modric wasn't just another Galactico, he was the architect behind Madrid's relentless trophy hauls. From weaving through defenders in the Champions League finals to dictating play with surgical precision, Modric became the poster boy for longevity in elite sport. 13 years, countless trophies, and a near-mythical aura. His exit marks the end of an era. For most clubs, saying goodbye to a 39-year-old would be business as usual. For Madrid, it's anything but. The club's entire engine room needs retooling, and the pressure couldn't be greater. Enter Xabi Alonso. The incoming manager is not just known for his tactical genius, but for his vision of blending classic Madrid artistry with the blistering pace of modern football. Alonso is tasked with reimagining a midfield that must win now, without missing a beat. The player himself? Publicly, Allister flatly denies any plans to leave, but his father, who doubles as his advisor, strikes a more nuanced tone. My son is happy at Liverpool, but in football you never know what the future holds. Real Madrid is a great club. Yet far from being a mere tug of war, this transfer saga is a microcosm of modern football's tectonic shifts. The era of straightforward cash-driven deals is fading. Now it's about timing, strategic vision, and building dynasties that can outlast cycles of hype. Xabi Alonso's appeal to Allister isn't just about salary or legacy, it's about joining a revolution. Madrid's fallback plan speaks volumes too. If Allister slips through their grasp, the club is already eyeing alternatives. Wonderkids like Jamal Musiala from Bayern Munich and Enzo Fernandez from Chelsea are rumored targets. Alternatively, Xabi Alonso could gamble on internal talent, recalling Sergio Arribas from loan to stake his claim in a new-look midfield. But is money enough to lure Allister? Is Madrid's legacy still magnetic in an era where Premier League clubs can outspend anyone? The transfer market is unpredictable, and even a club as powerful as Madrid can be outmaneuvered. Some fans, remembering the failed Galactico signings of the past, fear a repeat of history. Emotions run high in Madrid. One wrong move could haunt the club for years, both on the pitch and in the financial books. For every Cristiano Ronaldo, there's a Hazard or Kaká, glorious arrivals who never truly fit. And then, there's the shadow of Modric. Whoever takes his place will be judged by impossible standards. Can a 25-year-old Argentine, talented though he is, truly inherit the role of conductor in one of football's most unforgiving orchestras? One thing is clear. As the summer window approaches, this is more than a transfer. It's a referendum on Madrid's future philosophy. Will they spend big to maintain their edge, or trust in the slow burn of youth development? Is Alexis Allister the answer, or just another name in a long list of nearly signed superstars? Some say Real Madrid has never faced such a crossroads. Others argue this is simply football's eternal cycle. But the next move is looming. As Liverpool dig in, Madrid's board prepares its next volley, and Allister weighs his future between Anfield legend and Madrid immortality. The stakes are higher than ever. The question remains, will Real Madrid's $90 million gamble pay off, or will this be the move that finally tests the myth of the Galactico once and for all? Now let's look into the future, the crossroads where two European giants, Real Madrid and Liverpool, may set their destinies for years to come. What happens next could ripple far beyond a single transfer window or just one summer headline. With Luka Modric's era closing, Real Madrid stands on the edge of an evolution, and Liverpool braces to defend its core identity. The stakes? Nothing less than the balance of power in world football's midfield. Let's break down the possible scenarios, the dominoes that could fall, and how one superstar's decision can shift the ambitions and strategies of two legendary clubs, and maybe the careers of the people involved. Imagine first, Real Madrid succeeds. Despite Liverpool's stonewall resistance, their club directors' marathon meetings, and the emotional pleas from fans and even former managers, Los Blancos meet the Reds' high demands, possibly even inching above the $90 million figure. Xabi Alonso, leveraging his own credibility and a vision for a new Real Madrid, convinces Mac Allister and his entourage, "At the Santiago Bernabeu, you won't just chase trophies, you'll shape history." The Argentine signature sends shockwaves across the football world. Mac Allister, fresh off an impressive spell at Liverpool, lands in Madrid as Modric's heir apparent. The Spanish media erupts, drawing comparisons, predicting, speculating. Can he handle the white-hot spotlight, the same one that forged the modern legends of Bernabeu? On the pitch, Mac Allister might find himself at the creative heart of Alonso's project, a project built on pressing, rapid transitions, and technical mastery. Madrid's midfield, already brimming with talent, shifts. Camavinga becomes more defensive, Valverde roams wider, and Mac Allister becomes the orchestrator. The press calls it La Nueva Sinfonía Blanca. In Liverpool, the fallout starts almost instantly. Jurgen Klopp may be gone, but his legacy depends on how new boss Arne Slot manages this crisis. The dressing room feels the loss. Mac Allister's leadership, composure, and ability to dictate the rhythm, gone overnight. Fans rally online, urging owners to invest the astronomical transfer fee back into the squad. The pressure is immense. Sign a replacement with the same blend of game intelligence, work rate, and big game mentality. Names like Florian Wirtz or Kefren Thuram suddenly trend in Merseyside rumor mills. But what if Liverpool stand firm and Mac Allister stays? Xabi Alonso's first major test as a manager at Madrid ends in defeat. The club's supporters, spoiled for Galactico arrivals, start murmuring. The board faces tough questions. Have their negotiation tactics grown stale? Did they underestimate Liverpool's resolve? Los Blancos, always ambitious, quickly pivot. Instead of Mac Allister, they reignite interest in Jamal Musiala from Bayern Munich or Enzo Fernandez at Chelsea. Both younger, both expensive, but both with their own unique risks. Meanwhile, Liverpool rides the wave of resolve. They announce a new contract for Mac Allister, boosting his wages and, crucially, removing the release clause that Madrid targeted. The fans erupt in celebration. The message is clear. Liverpool is no longer a selling club. With Arne Slot's proactive football, Mac Allister becomes a symbol of stability and ambition, perhaps even earning the captain's armband in the near future, especially as the club transitions after their own midfield legend has moved on. There's also the wild card. Madrid, denied their first choice, look inward. Maybe the answer isn't another blockbuster signing. Reports suggest Xabi Alonso might give academy prodigy Sergio Arribas a shot. Or perhaps, in a surprise twist, Madrid's vast scouting network produces a gem nobody expected. This pivot could herald a new era at the Bernabeu, one focused on youth and development, a modern echo of the club's past when homegrown stars ruled the pitch. But for both teams, the risks are tremendous. Madrid, gambling 75 and 90 million on Mac Allister or another high-profile target, might find that even world-class talent can't replace the unique qualities of Luka Modric, the tempo control, the leadership in crunch moments, the big-game DNA that only true legends possess. Transition periods, even for dynasties, can be perilous. A failed transfer here could see Madrid lose ground to relentless rivals like Manchester City or PSG, both on the pitch and in commercial clout. For Liverpool, overconfidence could be fatal. Rejecting Madrid's bid is a signal of intent, but it also means Mac Allister must continue performing at the highest level. A dip in form, a serious injury, or internal unrest could turn public opinion on a dime. What's more, the price of future midfield reinforcements only rises if Madrid's war chest stays full and ready to strike elsewhere. Quotes from the experts are worth revisiting now. Jamie Carragher warned, "Liverpool will fight tooth and nail to keep Mac Allister. He's become integral to their system." But even Carragher admits in private, if Real Madrid really wants someone, history tells us, eventually, they usually get him. On the Madrid side, Guillem Balag says, Mac Allister's blend of work rate and vision are exactly what Xabi Alonso values. But Madrid must be brave and patient, no rushed panic buys. Florentino Perez, ever the chess master, is rumored to have told his board, strengthen wisely, strengthen for the next decade, not just the next season. What about Mac Allister himself? His father, Carlos, summed up the emotions best. My son is happy at Liverpool, but in football you never know what the future holds. Real Madrid is a great club. So what are the practical lessons football fans, and even aspiring professionals, can take from this saga? First, football's transfer market isn't just about money or tactics. It's about timing, relationships, and reputation. A club's ability to keep or attract elite talent is a signal to the world. This is where winners choose to stay, or come. Second, adaptability is everything. Both Real Madrid and Liverpool have to be ready for every outcome, victory or setback. The best teams don't just plan A and B, they game out C, D, E, and F. If you're building a project, whether in football, business, or life, you need to anticipate the moves of both allies and rivals. Third, player power is at an all-time high. Allister can shape the outcome as much as any boardroom. His preferences, his ambitions, and his communication with management will decide more than any fan petition or press conference. Fourth, sometimes the most important decision is knowing when to let go. Modric's graceful exit, choosing his next adventure, whether MLS or Saudi Arabia, shows that legacy is built both on what you win and how you pass the torch. For young fans and aspiring footballers, there's a reminder here. Success at the top isn't guaranteed by raw talent alone. It comes from picking the right project, finding mentors who believe in you, and seizing the moment when the lights are brightest. For clubs, the Allister chase is a lesson in strategic patience. Don't just chase the trend or the biggest name. Invest in players who fit your philosophy, your culture, and your future. And for all of us, never underestimate the unseen work behind the scenes. The transfer battles that play out in the headlines are just the tip of the iceberg. The calls, the scouting trips, the strategy sessions, and the negotiation tactics shape not just matches, but entire eras. So, returning to our main question, will Madrid's all-in approach for Allister succeed, or are they risking their legacy and resources on a deal that could destabilize both teams? The answer, as always in football, is a blend of calculation and fate. Madrid's pursuit makes sense. They want to fill not just a position, but an emotional void left by Modric. But Liverpool's resolve and Allister's roots in the team means this is one battle Madrid might lose, at least for now. But don't mistake a single rejected bid for a final outcome. As Perez himself has shown, Real Madrid always plays the long game. Allister may stay on Merseyside this summer, even sign a new contract. But his release clause in 2026 could become the trigger for a new round of drama. One that sees him walk into Madrid ready for the next chapter, or, alternatively, having become the legend Liverpool always dreamed of. In the end, the transfer market is football's wild frontier, where legends are made, hearts are broken, and the future is written with every decision. And here's a secret fact you probably didn't know. When Xabi Alonso first met with Allister's agent to outline Real Madrid's vision, he brought Modric's old match-worn shirt as a symbol, reminding everyone in the room that at Madrid, you're never just replacing a player, you're inheriting a legacy. So, which side are you on? Should Allister take the leap to Bernabeu glory, or stay to build a dynasty at Liverpool? And do you think Real Madrid's approach is bold or reckless? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into football's highest stakes drama, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more stories behind the headlines. Until next time, keep your eyes on the pitch and never underestimate the power of a single transfer to change